This week, we will talk about how the approaching finals week is really affecting campus and how to distract yourself from it.
And a student received 2 years' worth of scholarship money last week from AT&T.
In sports, after the turmoil regarding Coach McClure and his staff, a new coach has been found, as well as updates on men and women's basketball.
Dixie Sun News at noon, I'm Emma Van Lent.
And I'm Stephanie Dupar. Thanks for tuning in.
Dixie State's campus police have been making an effort to meet the nationwide standards of transparency among police officers by implementing body cameras this past semesters, and I decided to check in on how the transition has been for officers and students alike. At the beginning of the semester, Dixie State's campus police chief Blair Barfus implemented the use of body cameras here at DSU. Over the past few months, Chief Barfus says the body cams have really helped officers to keep a more detailed and accurate record of events that transpire on campus.
It provides an unbiased, unfiltered product of what my officers are doing out in the field, so I can use it if need be to follow up on a citizen complaint. I can use it to see that officers are doing great things on their level of service to others. It just benefits everything that we do.
One of the best parts of the body cams is the simple and convenient way that officers can begin recording.
You know, it's always it's nice to know that if I'm interacting with somebody or I'm responding to a call, I can activate my camera just by tapping it a couple times, and then after dealing with the incident, you know, review that video footage or know that I have that proof there. You know, so it helps with liability and also with reports and, you know, remembering what I said and what I did.
Students also seem to agree with the direction campus police is taking with these new body cams.
I didn't know that the police officers on campus use a body cam, but I think it's great that they're making an effort to be more transparent.
Chief Barfus says the body cams have been a success, and he hopes to make more changes in the future to help with productivity and transparency. George H.W. Bush, the 41st president's final funeral is today. Bush died in his home in Texas last Friday, only 8 months after the passing of his wife, Barbara Bush. His memorial began Monday in Washington, D.C. and continued until Wednesday. He will finally be put to rest in College Station, Texas later today. The White House recently released a statement saying this: George H.W. Bush, the 41st president, brought the White House a dedication to traditional American values and a determination to direct them towards making the United States a kinder and gentler nation in the face of a dramatically changing world. Bush will be remembered as a World War II combat pilot, a congressman, the ambassador to the United Nations, and of course, our 41st President of the United States of America. Students, the St. George Police Department is warning the public to be extra cautious about handling cash after several reports of fake money circulating southern Utah. The fake bills in question have red Chinese lettering on them and are used for practice in China. Local businesses have been affected, including Target, who lost $800, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Dillard's. Anyone who finds these fake Chinese bills should contact the St. George Police Department immediately.
Last week, AT&T rewarded 4 students in the Emergency Medical Services Program 2 years worth of scholarship funds.
4 Dixie State EMS students received a $20,000 scholarship from AT&T.
Over the past 14 years since I took over, there has not been a scholarship available for any of our students except for the AmeriCorps, which a lot of them do participate in the AmeriCorps scholarship, but this scholarship from AT&T is a huge step in the right direction. We have so many EMS workers that go through here. For them to try and get an education and be able to pay for it is very, very hard, especially when they're still trying to work.
So this is my first year. I didn't really have an experience before I started in the program, so I've had a lot to learn in a very short amount of time, and I just want to say I'm really grateful for this scholarship. It came to me completely by surprise. I never knew it was coming at all. It just, I was logging into my financial aid, expecting that big bill. I just saw it in there, and I was just really grateful for it.
This is the AT&T scholarship for the emergency medical service. This is extremely important for our student, and the scholarship is going to be distributed in 2 years. It's a $20,000 scholarship total, but they're going to be $10,000 this year and $10,000 next year.
Nationwide, paramedic programs are dropping in numbers due to students no longer entering the field as much as they used to.
This was a collaboration with our development office and with AT&T over the past couple of years. AT&T has a national contract to supply the telecommunications and Wi-Fi for first responders. So it's a wireless network that goes nationwide specifically for the paramedics, EMTs, for fire departments, police departments, all those first responders that are on this one network.
Reporting for Dixie Sun News, I'm Monique Chavez.
If you're interested in learning more about DSU's EMS program, visit catalog.dixie.edu/programs/emergency medical services. Looking for a way to distract yourself from the impending doom of finals week? Well, this weekend, Dixie State has got you covered. On Friday, December 7th, DSU will be hosting its annual choral concert in the Cox Auditorium at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday. On Saturday, December 8th, classically trained tenor Nathan Pacheco will be performing with the Dixie State Symphony Orchestra also at 7:30 p.m. in the Cox Auditorium. Tickets for the choral concert are $5, and tickets for Nathan Pacheco concert starts at $30. When it comes to the last weeks of the semester, students can easily get overwhelmed. Luckily, the Dixie State Library knows just what to do. Bring in therapy dogs. On Tuesday, I went to the library to meet those dogs and find out more. Take a look. Students who want to learn more about Intermountain Therapy Animals can learn more at therapyanimals.org.
Well, I know when I'm stressed, a good puppy cuddle always does the trick.
I love dogs. I wish that they were at the library every single day.
Stay tuned, we have more on the new head football coach coming up.
People like John McCain and other people would just sit there quietly on the sides, and that many Republican activists would refrain from registering their disapproval in the peanut gallery?
Some might argue that Republican activist is an oxymoron.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of activism.
Right.
But do you see what I'm saying? If you just flip it right over on its head.
I would like to flip it on its head, and in fact, I'm already doing that because my own position is free speech is free speech. Okay, and I'm kind of advocating for something that I'm really not supporting in this respect. As far as protesting or not protesting and being able to recognize your audience, what we need on either side, I don't care where you're coming from, is the ability to recognize the audience.
Man, where's Carrick? The show's about to start.
Carrick Segmiller approaches his ball after a beautiful approach shot. This ball landed about 12, 13 feet away as he lines up the putt. He'll have this one for birdie.
Hey, have any of you guys seen Carrick?
I think he went that way.
Segmiller eyes his ball as he lines it up. Again, this putt for birdie will win the tournament. He steps to his ball. The putt's on its way. It's got the right speed. It's in! Carrick Segmiller for birdie to win the tournament as the crowd goes wild. He is celebrating. He is ecstatic.
Yeah. Carrick, we got shooting in like 5 minutes. Let's go. Come on, man. I'm just playing some golf. Come on, let's go.
Welcome back. Here's Ashlyn with more on sports.
Thanks, Stephanie. Dixie State University has found a new head football coach, Paul Peterson. Just shortly after the departure of the former head football coach, Shea McClure, Peterson was introduced yesterday at a media conference. He plans on implementing more focus on education, as well as creating a family atmosphere. Many from the football team attended with no signs of the previous week's strong disagreement at the change. In the coming season, Coach Peterson hopes to bring success that he has had at Snow College to Dixie State. The Dixie State women's basketball team lost 81-63 to Westminster College Saturday in Salt Lake City. The Trailblazers opened the scoring with a layup, but the Griffins responded with an 8-0 run. The team traded baskets until DSU took a 19-18 lead into the second frame. Westminster used a 13-0 run in the second quarter to build their 31-22 lead halfway through the period. The Trailblazers used a 9-0 run later in the frame to retake a before halftime. The Eagles responded with a pair of free throws to reverse the lead back to 39-38 at halftime. Westminster seized control of the game in a successful third quarter, outscoring the Trailblazers and building off a 59-47 lead. Baskets were once again traded through the final stanza, but DSU could not catch up to the lead, losing the game at 81-63. DSU heads to South Dakota this weekend for a battle against South Dakota School of Mines on Friday and Black Hills State on Saturday. Dixie State men's basketball also came up short in its RMAC debut, losing a well-fought match against the in-state rival Westminster College Saturday night. The pair went back and forth, and after 6 ties and 4 lead changes, into the third quarter, DSU spotted a bucket, the 48-45 lead with 11 minutes left in play. Westminster closed the game quickly with a decisive 15-3 run, sealing the final score of 68-64. Dixie State continues its season next weekend, taking on South Dakota School of Mines on Friday, followed by a date at Black Hills on Saturday.
With the dog.
Thank you for tuning in to this semester's last newscast.
We want to wish you a very merry holiday season, and we hope to see you all again next semester.
Good luck on finals, Trailblazers.